If you have been following my jelly plate journey, you will know that my jelly plate videos are hit and miss. And I have in this video learned something that is kind of a game changer for me. I've heard this in the past, but I guess I never really paid attention to it or realized the significance of it. And the epiphany that I had was because of a book that I had been gifted recently, and it's called Gel Plate Printing for Mixed Media Art by Robin McClendon. I know many of you know Robin. She is an amazing jelly plate artist. She is my go-to when I try to find out about new jelly plate techniques or ways to use your jelly plate. And the big difference that I found out now is, and this is because I read it in the book, you need to really activate and warm up your plate. As I said, I knew this, but she kind of made it really clear how important this is. So she suggests in the book, and I will actually show you the book later on in the video, that you should warm up your jelly plate with just doing single color prints. So that's what I'm doing here to get warmed up. I have, I'm not sure how many, 6 or 7 or 8 different prints, just always using one color and then pulling that off until that jelly plate kind of really warms up and grabs the colors well, and everything works just beautifully. Obviously, you don't see the full length here of when I burnish the paper with my hands. According to Robin, the best amount of time to do this is approximately 30 seconds. I obviously did not time this, but I think that's pretty much what I ended up doing. I think that's what I usually did anyway. And of course, another thing is, but I knew this already from my past experiences, is that you always have a nice and thin layer of paint rather than blobs of paint. So I feel like my plate is warmed up and activated, so I have these fun backgrounds now. We can definitely build onto those. So let me just take this so you can see better what I'm doing. I have lately received a lot of questions about this particular mat. So this one is by Tim Holtz and it's called Media Surface Mat. This comes with the glass plate. You can also buy it separately, and you can also buy a larger one that is the same size as the glass surface. I'm going to put this on here because I think you can see better on the white background rather than on the black one. So now I want to be brave. And since so many of you, thank you so much, have written comments that you wanted to see me work in this XL art journal, let's do that. I have a playlist for this already where you can see how I made this beautiful cover. This cover image is a freebie, which you can find linked under the cover video. And I have so far only made this one page here, which is a tuck spot made out of some recycled art, using napkins, adding a sentiment here. Super simple. But now I want to use some of these book pages to add some color onto with my jelly plate. Also, I really like these book pages that I have sprayed the excess acrylic paint on. I quickly dried this. I think this one is also dry. Yeah, I don't like this one as much, but this one I really like, so I can definitely use these in something else. So I will continue to brayer on my excess paint on that. Let's move this a little more to the side so you can see more of what I'm doing. The next basic step, rather than doing just one color, is that we're going to do 2 different colors. So let's use this one here. This one is a titanium buff. I really like this Amsterdam brand. It is great quality. It's great for jelly plate printing because not all of your acrylic paints are going to work equally well on your jelly plate, so you have to try what works If you have paints that are really thin, they usually don't work as well. So I'll start on one side and we'll do the titanium buff here. And the plan is to get a nice blend in the middle. So then we'll move on to this ochre on this side. And also blend that into the middle. Roll off the excess. I don't know how well it's going to show up on this darker kind of paper. You know what? Let me maybe do this on another one of these copy papers, because I think this is going to look really nice on a plain white background. Yeah, I think I blended it a bit too much, but it has a nice dark to light gradient. I like it. So maybe we should go a little bit darker if we're going to put this on a book page. Let's do this beautiful sky blue light, one of my favorite colors. I'll put that on this side. And let's try pairing it with this beautiful Hawaii. Love that name for this beautiful turquoise. Or are they too similar? They might be too similar. Let's try something very different. Let's just do the ochre, because these are my favorite colors together. So I'll start with the ochre. This time I'm going to try to blend them less. I think it's important to kind of clean your brayer on paper before you dip into your other color. So now we're just moving that towards the ochre. I can see some of the ochre is mixed in, so obviously I didn't get rid of all of it. Okay, let's give that a go. We could just do it on this one. Do like half the page, because this is not big enough. Ooh. Yes, that is beautiful. Oh, by coincidence, it ended exactly where the writing ended. I didn't even pay attention to that. Oh, that is gorgeous. This is really great to just get something down on your page. If you don't know how to start, I think it's great to start with a background. Again, I'll use my, or you know what, let's use this yellow. This is called bright yellow. Because the hardest thing, I think, that was too much, is to start your page, right? These cheap thin paints just don't work quite as well, I feel. I'm trying to make my brayer as clean as possible so that this does not turn into a weird green. So let's brayer this towards the yellow in the middle. You see the coverage of this one is much better than the yellow here. Okay, so it's not really half and half, but that doesn't matter. That is looking awesome already. So I'm going to put it on this page. That looks so cool. I love it. I'll stick to these acrylic paints by Amsterdam. I think they just work the best. What do we pair this one with? Let's go for the sky blue light. I'm trying also kind of like unusual color combinations that I wouldn't normally choose. What better place to experiment with combinations than in an art journal, right? try going in from this side one more time to blend it a little better. Wow, that looks amazing. Let's try it on this vintage paper. Let's just do it like this. Loving it. We have some of the yellow that was left on the plate. How cool is this gradient? So next I want to try some masking. So I'm just going to take a regular sheet of copy paper and I'm going to cut myself some like circle or oval shapes. Let's see what comes out. Don't want these to be perfect. You want organic shapes. Well, I don't know what you want, but I want organic shapes. So let's use the sky blue again. And we'll just roll that over. That can use some more paint. So then let's quickly pull these off before the paint dries. And let's use this one here with the gradient. Try to line that up. That's fun! Okay, this time I want to use the circles for this background. So I want a more neutral combination. So I will use the buff titanium and mix that with, let's try the grayish blue, just a little bit. Oh, I should have, oh no, I wanted to put the circles down first. What am I doing? Maybe we can put them in between somehow. Let's try that. Oh no, look at that. Please stay put. It's on completely wrong now. Oh, and there's another one that came off completely. This is not looking great. I think a lot of these have moved, so. No, okay, don't do this. We've got them all on the brayer now. Good job. Don't do what I did. As long as they're not sticking on the brayer, that's okay. Okay, so we're not doing that. Let's take these off. Let's try to mix these anyway. Okay, they need a little more paint now. Very blue now. Let's try something else. I have this plastic placemat and it's gorgeous. So let's put this in here and see what happens. Ooh, that pattern is definitely there. Let's quickly try to pick that up. I am so curious. Oh my goodness. Wow, check it out. That came out gorgeous. And I love this one yellow dot here. Yes. So this time I'm cutting out more oval shapes. And as you can see, I'm only using the outer part. So I'm cutting kind of like frames. And to cut out the inner part, it's very handy if you have small scissors like these, rather than using your large ones. So I have 5 of these now. I'm going to try to arrange these. Ooh, I like it. So let's decide on a background so that we can decide what color to put on here. Let's try the light blue one here. So which color shall we put on top? How about this dark blue here? This is from Golden Acrylics. I know this is going to work really well, and it's Cerulean Blue Deep. You know what? Let me get a stamp ready as well. So I think I'm also going to use this one to give it more interesting texture. This is by PM Artist Studio. This is a set of, I think, 3. I think these are called nested circles or something like this. I will link it for you below. So let's add some of this, and hopefully these circles will not move. This is way too dry. This is very heavy bodied. I could mix it with something. Wow, no, this is too dry. Let's add some of this heather gray, because that's way more fluid. Whoops, no. It's taking off the paper. Oh my goodness, please come back. Okay, we saved it. Can we figure out how it was on here? Okay, like this. I hope this stays. Okay, we'll be very gentle. Hopefully it will stay. Of course, the glue has in the meantime completely dried. Oh no! Came off again. This is annoying. Okay, this is coming off. Let's just take them all off. And then let's use this stamp. The paint is drying really quickly. Let's do this. Don't forget to clean your stamps if you use them with acrylic paint before the acrylic paint dries. Okay, I'm very curious about this one. Oh, it is much better than I thought. Look at this. Oh, I love it. Good job, Barbara. So next I want to add a design on this one here, which was a part of my art journal page. So I'm going to try it with this one. This is called Deep Blue Sea. Gorgeous color. Hopefully it's not too thin. It is very transparent, but we're going to try this anyway. And I'll use this placemat again. Oh, it's looking good. The question is, will it won't show up on this because it's a very similar color. So let's use this yellow one instead. Okay, not sure I love the color combination, but the design came out really well. I still want something for here, so I'll try this golden cerulean blue deep. This time I'm going to use these handmade foam stamps that I have just glued onto some cardboard. Let's add some of this again for good measure, but we have to be quick. I think that's pretty dry. It definitely worked. I'm not sure that I'm loving this a lot, but it worked. Next, I want to print something on this background. I'm going to use my sky blue light again because that is just such an amazing color. And it's almost empty. I must say I'm really liking the consistency of these Amsterdam paints a lot more than these golden acrylics. But of course, these, I think these are heavy bodied. Of course, they have different ones which have different consistency because obviously Golden is an amazing brand. So I have this hand carved stamp carved out of like a stamp rubber material. You can find something like that on Amazon. Oh, that is so cute. But I have to be quick because this is drying really quickly. Oh my goodness, I hope this still works. That's cute. Love that we have some of the cerulean blue deep in there as well. Next, I want to put something on this beautiful gradient. And I'm going to use this stencil. And this came with the book. Actually, let me show you the book. So this is the book by Robin McClendon. Let me find you an ISBN number. It's here. So maybe you want to take a screenshot of that. It's really an amazing book. And let's do titanium white. That should be a good contrast. Mine is by the brand Schminke, good German brand. Again, I'm going to use this stamp. Okay, let's pull this off. And quickly put that over our print. Try to line that up as best as possible. So let's see. Yep, that's a success, I would say. Let's try the same stencil on this plain background. I will again use the white. Oh, maybe I should first put the stencil down. Barbara. Oops, that was a lot. Let's add a little bit of this ochre, which is almost empty as well. Okay, I need to go acrylic paint shopping, and I really like these small tubes. Oh, that is way too much white. You have to work quickly because the paint dries so quickly. I'm curious to see how well we're going to see this. I think I just messed up the placement. Yeah, by a lot. Very subtle, but I still really like it. Wow, gorgeous. This is our last one that we have left over. I'm going to try this here. It's Gold by Stamperia. Of course we have to try gold. Oh, I wanted to put the stencil on. Okay, let's do it differently then. Let's put it on now. Then we need a paper. We'll just use this one here from our art journal. Well, I guess it had dried because it's not visible here. So let's take this off. Yeah, this is super dry and hardly visible. Okay, this needs to dry completely now. I'm going to add the titanium white on top. The gold might completely disappear now. We have a nice thin layer of white. Maybe we're in luck. Oh my goodness, it's here. And it's gorgeous. Look. Oh my goodness. And it has this beautiful golden shine. I was not expecting this. Yay! But now I want to still do what I actually wanted to do for this background. So stencil is on. Then we put the gold on again. Oh, it's looking good. Don't want to jinx it, but it's looking real good. Let's quickly do this before it dries. Yes! It's gorgeous. Look at this metallic shine. Wow. The very last one we have left is this one here on the art journal page. I really love this a lot. I really hope I'm not going to mess this up, but I want to try the gold again. That was a lot. And again, I'm going to use this one. I'm working quickly. This a bit crazy. I know you can't see it very well on camera, but hopefully you will see it once it's on the print. Very excited about this one. Oh yeah, oh my goodness. Wow, check it out. It's the best one yet. Okay, I think it's always best to stop with the best print. Although you never know how much better they could get, right? I mean, the plate is really nice and warmed up now. Oh, it has some beautiful gold left there. So let's take advantage of that at least. So for the very last print, I will again use my titanium white to pick up all this gold. Okay, let's go for it. I mean, it's a nice background still. Why not? So in my XL art journal, I now have this one here. And then we have this gorgeous one here. Oh my goodness, so in love. And then we also have this one here. And then as extra sheets, we have this one. I mean, they're all very simple, so we can definitely add on to those at another time. I so love this. Oh, wow, this is so, so gorgeous. This one is kind of meh. This one is fun. Definitely has potential to add more on top. This is kind of fun. I actually also really like this one. I don't like the color combination here, but I do like the lace print, and then there's this one. So I would say I definitely learned something from the book. I will also link Robin's website for you below and her YouTube channel, because if you want to see how gorgeous jelly prints can actually look, check out her channel. She is definitely the one to watch. I also love her style, just absolutely gorgeous. So I think in another video, if you are interested, we will try to do something with some of these jelly plate prints. Add them to this journal in some form, and just have some fun with them. Also, if you want to see more of my hit and miss jelly plate printing videos, please see the playlist below. Maybe you can learn what not to do from my jelly plate printing videos at least. Love you guys. Mwah! Mwah!